Hello, this is Cynthia Ortiz. It is the 9th of July, 2023. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. So I get up this morning and the first thing Mr. Perry does is tell me he's going to make my life worse. Oh, thanks. You already ruined the day. You always do. Duly noted, your threat is duly noted for the record. We quote you guys every fucking day. You don't know what that means that we have that, do you? Yeah, it's like you don't fucking know. So we hear Calvin this morning trying to get me pulled over. All morning. So, he called somebody and we need you to pull her over, right? I couldn't work again. I'm broke again because I couldn't work again. I guess last night, did you have my family already to tell me goodbye because you're going to traffic me? Did you do that last night again? I guess they said the second time. He had her family all ready to come. They were all waiting for her. We got this. We need to get an article of her clothing from the club and use it to frame her on a murder. Then we're going to sit her down and say, this is just going to be on the news. But we'll do. Here's what you're going to do. We're going to do to you what we did to Michael Nealey and just fuck you up, and you're just stuck in prison for the rest of your life. Or you can sign my affidavit lie that I typed up, right? And then we're going to traffic you to the guy in Houston we sold you to. And here's your family, say goodbye. Oh, real quick, pose for wedding photos so I can cover up my forgery of 4 years ago, right? Is that what your plan was last night? And so I didn't go. Yeah, when I'm broke, Calvin, when you guys are invading my privacy, when you cause problems for me, what happens? We find out what you're doing before you do it, not after. Do you feel tough guy beating down a woman? How many men try to make me fail? The day one of Charles's guys said we got to get her kicked out of the place where she's in right now. Make sure she can't take her computer this time. Please have that. I have it. Please have it. Charles, why aren't you embarrassed like you make everybody else? You're going to make my life worse. Duly noted for the record, you threatened me again. Well, that's pretty much your mission. You hate women, right? You're a deviant man. Your mommy humiliated you something, as a kid. And so every day you sit around and piss everybody off. You piss my guys off going at me. Then they get stuff that you just said, right, before you do it. Like the McNamara email, the Mike was drugged email, right? And then your guys get mad because my guys are mad. They start digging. And then we quote you. Now your guys are all mad. Now everybody's yelling at each other and you sit back and you think that's great, don't you? You're a sick sadist piece of shit, aren't you? Prove that wrong. We're either getting it right or we're getting it wrong. Huh? Muffin Man? Who's the Muffin Man? Okay, so Calvin's on the phone. Calvin is bald and fat and he works for Charles. And he's on the phone calling cops, and one of them said, I'm not pulling her. We need you to pull her over. Can you pull her over, please? We'll make it worth your while. Pull her over. And the guy's like, listen, I heard about the last time that happened, and that's still in court. The next court date, by the way, Calvin and Charles, if you're interfering with court process, is August 16th. So what you're trying to do is highly illegal, and you know that, and you don't care, but you get caught when you do it to me, and you act like you have no fucking idea what that means. You don't, do you? Mr. Perry, in the process of this investigation, the guys helping me, that tell me everything they just said, and get really pissed off when I'm broke, and you pester me. Your guy said when he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. She always finds out before, every damn day. Right, Charles? You're not in a relationship, fucktard. You're not in one. You're rejected. I don't know what the hell you think this is. You think it's a relationship and you've sold me and blah, blah, blah. What is wrong with you? Please get embarrassed. Everybody else is. Everybody else is embarrassed. We get the help with the information, not you. Do you not understand why? Everybody's sick of this, dude. Everybody's sick of this, Calvin. Are you as dumb as Charles? Charles has Huntington's disease, my guys find out. It causes hallucinations. He sees things that are not there. Delusion. He sees things that are not there. Psychosis. Impaired paranoia. Impaired cognitive reasoning. He can't do cause and effect. He can't do before and after, and he can't do same and different. Can't do it. You can explain it to them until you're blue in the face. The dumb doesn't get what you're saying. Doesn't know. What about you, Calvin? Do you not know? So the guy is like, I'm sorry, but I've got shit going on at home, and I don't need one more problem. And this is always a problem. She got pulled over, 6, 7 times? Everyone knows about that. And that's a problem. There's a list. Right, Charles? You like lists, don't you? What's the list of how many times we've quoted you? So I was going to go dance last night. I couldn't go. They shouldn't have known I was planning to go. They do because they're stalkers. Stalking is a felony. Human trafficking comes with a life sentence. How many counts of that are there going to be? Interfering with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce. You did it last night. You did it again today. I didn't get to go to work. So one of your people in Lubbock was complaining about you not being in Lubbock. And he said, I voted for Charles on the basis of the fact that he was a happily married church deacon. And since he got elected, he's always in Oklahoma in the strip clubs. And we never see him. So what happened? Oh, I don't know what happened. He's got a mental problem. A severe one. Calvin, I guess, does too. He's still calling people. You're caught, Calvin. So what happened is I'm door dashing, and all of a sudden they turn it off. I didn't touch my phone. It was sitting on the console, just sitting there. And they just shut it off. Because now everything's shut down except Jinx. So what, did you find a guy in Jinx to do it, Calvin? Jinx or Bixby, I don't know. I can't make any money, right? Mr. Perry, when you ask me about leaks, it really makes things worse for you. You have a lot of nerve. I'm not told that. When you're gone, I won't be broke anymore, and there won't be any more problems and shit, and I won't have to worry about money ever again. I won't. We are getting the information. You're not you. Because if you do shit, you're making me broke. And you threaten me with, I'm going to make your life worse. In direct proportion to how bad you make my life, they will make yours. Look what they're doing, Charles. We quote you every fucking day. We have for 10 years. Do you think maybe they're about ready to wrap this up? 10 years is a long time. We can't stand you. Everybody wants for you to be gone. No one's helping you. No one's gonna help you. No one has helped you. Because you've called all over the place trying to find out who gets me that. And the Fabian puzzle. We quoted a judge, Charles. The judge said, you guys go in the courtroom. She can't prove it. And the judge said, but some law enforcement agency can. And you've come in here and not given me a viable alternative with substantiating evidence to it being law enforcement. And until you do, it's law enforcement. Okay? Don't come in here and tell me she can't prove it. They're proving it. They're quoting you, and then you do it. And there's too many of these where she knew well in advance. One in particular that caught my attention was Officer Nealey was drugged. And she said that in March 2020. It was confirmed in depositions months later that wasn't available to the public when she said it. So there's got to be law enforcement. Has to be. If this Fabian puzzle, how'd she get that? That's very specific to her, Calvin. So if she has it before this much, somebody got that to her. And until you give me a viable explanation, alternative to law enforcement, it's law enforcement. And so far, all I hear is Roswell aliens did it and shapeshifters. Oh my God, please be embarrassed like you make everybody else. We have to have substantiating evidence that it's not cops from somewhere. Just because you call all around and go, can I just be candid with you? I'll make it worth your while. I am a weirdo, just like she said. If you'll cover it up, I'll make it worth your while. If you're helping her, can you please get in touch with me with whoever's her boss? I want to get her fired. Well, my boss calls me, but he won't call you. He doesn't waste his time on stupid. What he said is, I'm going to say it once. What I said in March 2020 is, her privacy is not to be invaded. You got the wrong victim here, bitch. You're stepping on very powerful toes. That is why it's different when you do it to me than any other victim, and your people are like, we're seeing things we've not seen before. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I know. We make sure of that. They make sure to so that the investigation is not compromised, you don't find them. He said if you give back what you took and get the fuck out, he'll call you. When he's ready, he'll call you and see if he can do something for you. But so far, you have declined every offer of mercy extended to you. You said no. I'd rather do the same thing and get caught, and do every day. And I get caught beforehand. I'm not in love with you. You make my skin crawl. I don't think you're hot. I don't think you're sexy. I don't think you're fun. I don't think you're smart. I think you're hideous. I think you're a monster. I think you get anywhere near me, you're already broccoli bane. We'll just finish you off. Your balls will be in your brain if you have any balls. See, men who are secure in themselves, they don't beat down women, Calvin, to feel tough. Women call that he's got little man syndrome. You got a teeny weeny, and you're a pussy. So, and then we heard the conversation that you guys have, because real men do not do that. You're pathetic. How many men sit around and try to figure out how to make me fail? See if we can get her kicked out of the hotel she's in right now, or the apartment that she's in right now, and make sure she doesn't have her computer. Can't take her computer with her this time. I heard you. Who else heard you? Who's the Muffin Man, Charles? Who's Greg and Tim? We got those names last night. Who's Greg and Tim? You guys brought in? See, when you fuck with me, you get caught. Nothing else has happened. So I was going to go to the club tonight, but you fucked up my money, so I can't even go again. Okay? You got your way. What my guy said is her privacy is not to be invaded. You don't contact her anymore. Not her, not her family, not in any form. Directly or indirectly, don't contact them. Leave everybody the fuck alone. You go back to your family, and you leave everybody in Oklahoma the hell alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. And then, and he said she's not to be broke again. Don't make her make a phone call. If there's a phone call that has to be made, there better not be any drama. But you know what he said this weekend? You're not going to make the phone call. I'm drawing the line in the sand. You'd give it back. You made the mess. You fix it. She's not to make a phone call. She should never have to make a phone call. I told you that in March. Now we got a fuck ton of those. He's typing in my phone. I win civil justice. Leave. Move. We want you to leave Oklahoma. I'm sure you do. But thing is, I live here. I've lived here 9 years. My family lives here. Nobody invited you here. Why are you in Oklahoma? Go home to your family. It's not even benefiting you to do what you're doing. You're not going to get a date with me. You're not good enough. I don't like stupid either. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. And I sure shit don't do cop killer, and I don't do weirdo. People don't like your weirdo problem. They don't like it. So we're getting the information, not you. People don't like your cruelty. We're getting the information, not you. Everybody wants you gone. Nobody invited you here. My prosecutor's like, did you, you charging Charles $1,000 a day for using your body for his pretend love life and for profit, plus $2,000 a day for doing it without your consent. What are you going to charge him for renting out your family? What's the amount of money that you would charge for lost time with your family? Because he's interfered in some very key relationships that he did not have any business button into. Did you have my family last night all ready to tell me goodbye? Yeah, if we find something out, it's because you pissed off people with a lot of power, Charles, that told you to get out. Give it back and get out. Get out. They heard you're a witch this morning. We did a seance on her. By the way, when I was taking organized crime class for college, they had a video on human trafficking that showed it is very common, as weird as this sounds, that human traffickers hire a witch to put curses on victims so they're more subjugated. And Geppetto is the name of Charles's witch. And I guess at one point, one of them told him, she's a Christian, she's made up her mind. This crap does not work on somebody like her. What it does is piss them off. It only works on people who have not made up their mind. For her, you're just going to make her mad. But gosh, if you want to give me your money, I'll laugh all the way to the bank and piss her off. You piss her off, you piss the guys off, they go at you, and we get, we're quoting you more. That's the thing that you don't seem to cause an effect? Dum-dum. You know what causing it? We learned it in daycare. We all learned it. Please be embarrassed like you make everybody else. And then there's been more than one person that got to be very uncomfortable. He's running around town telling people that's his family, introducing her family. He'll take them to dinner and he'll tell everybody, this is my family. And everybody's like, oh my God, what a delusional whack. That's not his family. That's Cindy's family. What did Cindy's family think when he kept coming over to their house without her? Please don't tell her I was here. Oh, by the way, we're secretly married. We're going to have a wedding. Fork out some money and help me pay for it. What were they thinking? Yeah, now, okay, and you got them all gathered up to tell me goodbye? And they're supposed to tell me maybe it's just better if you leave Oklahoma? We heard you talking too. Do we get her uncle or her cousin to say that to her? It's best if you just leave Oklahoma? Or do we get her ex-husband too? You gonna hide behind my family, you coward pussy? Really? You tell me yourself. You tell me yourself, bitch. You forget who it is you're dealing with. We're catching your crime like it's never been caught before. We're doing things you've not seen before. Your people said that. You act like you don't know what it means that we have all this. All this right here. What does it mean that we have this? What does it mean that I know you sold me and you're trying to deliver? What does it mean that I know you've been trying to do a false arrest on a murder? You're going to collect my clothing from the club to plant. What night exactly, or what day you want to have me pulled over, Calvin? By who? I mean, come on. We get it before, not after. What does it mean that we have that, Calvin? These are your people's names. Now we got Tim and Greg, too, because you pissed my guys off that much. I'm not to have to make a phone call, Mr. Perry. So this time he said, this time you're not making a phone call. He's been told, fix what you broke, give it back, get out of her wallet, and get the fuck out right now. You don't have a choice, delusional. As much as we quote you, you need to be fucking hospitalized if you're that stupid that you think you have a choice. When you ask about leaks, that really outrages everybody. You got a lot of nerve. So, we get all these names. Every time you piss my guys off, we get another name. Cause and effect. Same, different, before, after. We get a before, Charles. So he said, I don't want you to make a phone call this weekend. What I want you to do is just sit back and you let Charles do what Charles does. And he will pay. I'll make him pay. He's already paying with intel. Millions of dollars you spent for a cover-up, you didn't get it. You got us intel. Are you not able to see you do certain things, you get certain results? Yeah, it's not even benefiting you. You're just that stupid. I don't go out with cop killers either. That's the other thing. Calling cops. Are you cops stopping a cop killer? You need to stop stopping the cop killer. Are you helping the girls stopping cop killers? Like Lucky Miller, you know, Lucky, Mike. You can't beat somebody to death and have not even a bruise. You can't do it. Charles, what did he tell you? Right here. And we get more and more and more, and all the intel we get will be used to get a conviction. It's already used for probable cause for any kind of investigatory order, like, say, a wiretap. It's already being used, even now. Nobody will help you. Nobody has ever, in 10 years, helped you. We're getting the help. We're not taking people's money. We're not picking a fight with people who've done nothing at all to us. We're trying to relieve the suffering you cause. We don't cause suffering, Calvin. I have your name, Calvin. That ought to make you shit yourself. I heard you talking to a cop this morning. Can you pull her over? And he's like, no. I've seen what happened the last time you guys did that. I have crap going on at home. I don't need more problems. People don't like problems. And everybody wants you guys gone because you're causing them. I don't even know you, Calvin. Why do you go at me? I don't know you. I've not done a fucking thing to you. Charles, nobody loves you. You're all alone. You're old and shriveled up, and you're pathetic. Go home to your fucking family.
I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't leave me. Please.
Okay. Women don't think that behavior, forcing yourself on them, is hot and sexy. It's like rape. So we are getting a lot of help, Mr. Perry. People do not want to end up like you. Old, shriveled up, watching TV, pretending you have a life, watching women you know you can never have with your little dolly, causing one problem after another, getting told on before you actually have a chance to do it, not after. Right, Calvin? Beforehand, we caught you beforehand, sir. Yeah, you're stepping on powerful toes. You act like this man, he's alone too. So a lot of people are like, I'm not going to act like that and end up like them. That doesn't even make sense.
I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why you
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happens-
want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave
happened?
me alone.
What's-
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I
What
don't.
about
Stop
that?
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
No, I
you
don't. Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave me
happened?
alone.
What's-
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't.
What about
Stop
that?
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
No, I
you
don't. Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happens-
want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave me
happened?
alone.
Interference with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce. Interfering with the buying and selling of anything. Illegally accessing my phone and using it. The evidence will be on your phone, not mine, because you've cloned it. I'm repeating myself. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. You guys are in a lot of trouble for human rights violations. You know, have you read the UN? Wasn't there some weirdo in Lubbock that was worried about the UN invading Lubbock? Maybe they have. Maybe they just did a little more covertly than you thought. Maybe they need to. See, the slavery ended at the Civil War, dum-dum. You do it now, you go to jail. It goes with a life sentence. And I said no. I've said no every day for 10 years. I don't like being raped. Nobody does. We're getting the help. People do not like you. You're not getting anything but told on. Every day for 10 years. We quote you all fucking day long. We're quoting judges. We've quoted Judge Morrissey. We've quoted Matt talking about Judge Egan. The evidence was on the magistrate's desk. It was filed. It was on the magistrate's desk, and nobody bothered to tell Judge Egan. Right? Wasn't that Powell? Mr. Powell had called up there, and he wanted that thing dismissed. He got it dismissed with a phone call. There was never a hearing. Nobody decided whether the bond conditions were a binding contract and you were bound to it. Don't contact her. Don't contact her. You're rejected. You're a fucking fail. Right? Reject. You're a job because you've done this to a lot of people. You got a list, right? Who's Monique and where is she right now? Who is she, Charles? Who's Monique and where is she right now? What about your wife, Jacqueline? There were people up here, I guess, didn't know he was married. Who's Jacqueline? She keeps talking about somebody named Jacqueline. Well, that's his wife in Lubbock, the mother of his children, Jordan and Matthew. And now you got constituents complaining. When I voted for Charles, I voted for him because he was a Christian, happily married church deacon. Now, he's always in Oklahoma in the strip clubs. And we don't see him. He's not here. He's not representing us. I can't get a hold of him. I can't get him to meet with me. He's always in Oklahoma in the strip clubs. So you're making even your people are pissed. Not my problem, is it? We told you to get the fuck out, didn't we? Years ago. So, You know, this is not how you get a date.
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't
get
give a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
Is that
a
a
whole
threat?
fucking army.
You're gonna
I don't give
find
a
out.
fuck.
This make you...
Mr. Perry does that to me all the time. I'm going to take pictures of you using your DoorDash app and have my people call in with their doorbell camera and get all kinds of pictures of you, take it into court, and say, see, I'm not stalking her. I got pictures of her just working. Just doing normal things normal people do in a state where I don't live, but she does. Yeah, okay. This girl's trying to tell him, do you like having someone have a camera in your face? And he completely misses the point. He and Perry are the same. Mentally, not there. Not there. They're not all there. Stupid as fuck. Didn't get it. He did not get the point. He says the same. I got pictures of you. You want me to go get him? She's like, oh my God. No. What I want you to do is stop taking pictures of me and my family, dum-dum. Stalking is a felony. So they used my DoorDash app to keep me broke, like I just showed you. And then last night, I drop off an order to somebody named Corey. And then my guys are like, listen to this. They're talking to that kid. You just dropped his order off. And he was asked, do you recognize her? And he said, no. And they said, did you see her car? And he goes, no, I didn't see her. I couldn't see her car. It was dark and she parked up the road or something. I didn't see her car and I don't recognize her. So they got that on the record, Calvin, just so you know. All your threats are duly noted. Civil justice, leave. Are we going to have her ex-husband tell her it's best if she leaves Oklahoma? It's none of your business, dummy. It's not your business. When you do the crime to me, nothing happens but you get caught. It is not your business where I live. It's not your business. Mind your own fucking business. Get the fuck out of my work. Any work. Mind your own fucking business. They're about to put you in jail. When you're in jail, I will never be broke again. No one helps you. They're helping us. You have no idea who's doing that. And now we're quoting this judge. We've got Morrissey. You went duck hunting with Sam Cummings. We quoted Morrissey. I guess I have to do a little better when I make up some fucked up, non-existent reason to deny her motion to vacate on fraud. That does a little better than because it's frowned upon, like I did on Lady Godiva's, which had there was no basis for that. When then you make me broke, so I can't do the appeal. My guy said we're gonna get him on coercion. What we're watching for is a fluctuation in your money. If it's consistent, I have no case. If it fluctuates based on what they want, their motives, their agenda, I got a case. They got one. They got one. We flat told you that's what he was looking for, and you did it anyway. Starve her till she lies. I'm gonna make it worse for you. I'm gonna get you. Civil justice, leave. We're gonna have your ex-husband hide behind him and have him talk you into doing something bizarre. Where I live is not your business. Where I live doesn't concern you. What I drive is not your business. By law, you should know what I drive or where I live. You guys are, it's so easy, it's not fair. But people don't like crime, they don't like suffering, they don't like cruelty, they don't like weirdo, and they don't like problems or people that cause all that. So we're getting the help for 10 years every fucking day, not you. Not you at all. And this guy's like, look at this stuff she's got. This is just from the last 2 days. She's got a fuck ton of it. Going back, way back. And they don't know what the fuck it means that she has all that. None of them do. All of them are stupid. Every single one of them are stupid. Watch this. He said, give it back today, clean up your mess, and get the fuck out today. And if you don't, I'll make you pay. The way you pay is you spend millions of dollars buying us intel. The intel is already used to get probable cause. It's used as probable cause to get investigatory orders, like maybe a wiretap order. It's going to be used to convict you. And then I won't be broke ever again. I won't have to worry about this anymore. You won't be here to cause problems. You won't be here to embarrass me. You won't be here to creep me out. You won't be here to bother. And your witches on my seances don't work on her. He did tell you, though, it's not going to work on her. It's going to piss her off. And then you might have some problems, as always, when you piss her off, and then you piss the guys off. The guys that won't call you back. They don't waste their time on stupid. He said, I say it once. What I told him is, don't invade her privacy. Don't contact her or her family. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everything the fuck alone. Make sure she's not broke. And get the hell out. Or I'm going to do it for you. I'll make you pay. And then y'all run around. How'd she find out about that? How'd she know? How did she know about that? How'd she find out? Every day it's the same thing. You do the same thing, you get the same results. It's Groundhog Day with y'all. It's so easy, it's not fair. The more broke I am, the more we get. Look at the cause and effect, same different results of your acts. Do the same thing, you get the same results. Dumb. You're not capable of taking care of yourself or even normal functioning, much less being in office. And nobody would like you in office more than us because you're easier to get to if you're a public official. Undercovers can go talk to you in any kind of event and you don't know you're talking to an undercover, and they have already done that. They can do it more if you're running for office. So believe me when I say we would like very much for you to run for office, but reality is you got a mental illness and it's affecting you can't even fucking tie your shoe by yourself. If we quote you every day for 10 years and you think you can threaten me, you're off your nut crazy. You don't know what it means that we have all this? That we found out what you were going to do last night? The stuff you've been planning for a long time, we've already talked about it over and over and over. When you're gone, we're about to have a big party that we don't have to repeat ourselves anymore. Write the fuck down. Where's your fucking nurse to help you take notes and write it down? She's already said that. You're already caught on that. She already knows. Yeah, I don't know, Calvin. You're just as bad.
This make you feel?
That guy's been raping you.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
That guy's been raping you.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for...
So we got this one, that you were trying to lure me to the club. I basically said, what he said is, what they do is they'll make it where she can't make any money door dashing. And then, or anyway, there's no other way she can make money but going to the club. So, and then they'll call her ex-husband, they'll tell her that you're broke. Tell her family, don't help her. If she calls you, don't help her. We need her at the club. That's called interference with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce. Even if my ex-husband gives me money and then I can go fucking buy food, something to eat, do my laundry, you're interfering with commerce, sir. If I have a contract that I need to make a payment on and he's helping me make it, I shouldn't have to ask him. When you're in jail, I won't anymore. No more. There won't be any more of that. So that's why we get the help and you don't. People are sick of you making me broke. So he said, what ends up happening every time is it backfires. He will cut off all her money except the club. But then he'll plan all this crap to do to her at that club, at her work, where she has the right to a harassment-free workplace. And make everything hostile, make everything weird, get her clothing items so we can plant it on that murder. Then we have scripts and role-playing so we can get her talking about certain things and try to make that work, even by what she says in conversations. Well, those were everybody loved those. They had a leak that said, that makes me so uncomfortable when they try to make us do that. And the guy goes, okay, my guy goes, well, go ahead and do it if you don't mind, and pretend you're okay with it. Just bring us everything, and that way we can lock these guys up, and it's not a problem anymore. They won't make you do that ever again. And so that's how we found out about your scripts and your role playing and Geppetto, all the weirdo shit you do. You guys do some weirdo shit. Weirdo makes people uncomfortable. So we get the help with information, not you. We quote you. We name your people. You're not naming ours. They won't call you back. They all think you guys are bitches. They're chivalrous men. They don't do shit. It's like, I can't even imagine a man thinking like they think. I can't imagine it. I'm happy to lock them up, though. You don't treat women and kids like that. Human rights violations, Charles. So, the guy's like, so they tell her ex-husband to tell her he's broke and he can't help her and all this stuff, and then hoping that she'll go out to the club. Well, what ends up happening? Okay, first of all, she's broke. She's not to have to ask for money and be broke. So her guys get all mad. So instead, she just doesn't go. He spent all this time and money getting all this crap, making up this horrible plan of ruining her life. Gets her family out there to tell her goodbye. Waiting for her. And then she just doesn't go. So it actually backfired. Because she's willing to go without the food if it gets the information. And then they're locked up. And that says this is over. This is just over. And that's what everybody wants. We're getting the help. We're getting the cooperation. You're not. What does that mean, dum-dum? I don't even know what to say to that. So basically, that's what he said. They had all this stuff planned at that club. They found out through illegal means that she was going to be there Saturday. And planned all this crap. Spent money planning all this crap. Told her ex-husband, tell her you're broke and you can't help her. We'll make sure she needs the help. And then she'll go out there. But that's not what happened. Instead, her guys get pissed off when she's broke. So they told her, don't go. Here's what they're going to do. And we got very specific details on what you were planning to do. And he goes, that's not the first time that's happened. That actually happens quite a lot. What does it say? When you contact me, we always get more. When you take my money, we always get more. When you take my money and I'm broke, we always get more. When you invade my privacy, we always get more. When you fuck with my family, don't contact my family. If you owe them money, give it the fuck back. You know, my family was criticized, like, why were you guys stupid and you gave him money? Why'd you believe him? I'm not sure they did. I think they felt threatened. I think they probably felt like they didn't have a choice. They're not in trouble, you are. I told you to stay away from my family, and that's what I fucking meant. My guy said her privacy's not to be invaded, you don't contact her, and she's not to be broke, period. I'm gonna fuck you up. You're gonna pay. You're gonna spend a lot of money and get nothing but told on. And you have for 10 years, every damn day. And you act like you fucking don't know what that means, that we have all this. The longer I'm broke, the longer Mike's in jail, the longer you do this crap, the more we get. And the easier it will be to get a conviction. And the easier it is already to get court orders for investigating. Like a wiretap or some such. It's probable cause already, dum-dum. What do you think you're dealing with? When he pesters her and takes her money, we see things that we have not seen before. Perry's like, let's do it more. Everybody, let's do the same thing. They gave us those results. Let's do it again. Thank you, today. Let's do it again, guys. It's not even benefiting you. So we don't even know what to say. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened last night. And Corey didn't recognize me or see my car. A DoorDash customer. Yeah. How many times has that happened? Well, twice at least. Is that her? No, the woman I saw was a lot bigger. The one that really did the murder, we're trying to frame Cynthia for. We're going to tell her family and her. We're going to do to Cynthia what we did to Mike Nealey and frame him. Or she can be trafficked. It's already caught. Fucked hard. You're caught. Everybody knows. We all know. Everybody knows. We've talked about it over and over and over. It is illegal to do that. It is illegal to coerce. I said, fuck you, no. Get out of my face, weirdo. Didn't I? Okay. My guy's not going to call you back until you act like you understood what he said. He says it once. We're all tired of repeating ourselves. We're all sick of it. Everybody's sick of me being broke. We're all sick of me having to ask for help. We're all sick of you being here. Nobody invited you here. You were never invited here. I did not introduce you to my family. I would never take you around my family. I would never take you around my family. You have them all waiting for me last night, and then I didn't go. When I'm broke, we get more intel, and then I change what my plans are. And sometimes that means I have to go without food. Fine. Right? I go without a meal so I don't experience a catastrophic, major, horrible loss that's a lot harder to fix than just going out without a meal or two. So today I was going to go to the club too, and you fucked that up too, because I'm broke. I'm not going to get into all the reasons why that would be, why that means I can't go, but it means I can't go. You got your way, right? You're not going to get a date with me, fucktard. I don't go out with stupid, and I don't go out with creepy, and I sure shit don't go out with cop killer. And that was another one we got this morning. Somebody said, listen, it continues to weigh on my head, on my mind, that if Cindy knew Mike Nealey was drugged before that was public, that the chances are high Charles did have something to do with that, or she probably wouldn't have known. She did file a complaint on car vandalism 6 days before the murder that maybe Charles didn't want looked into, and I believe he probably at least was in a meeting where they planned that. And for the preservation of life and safety and well-being of the public and justice, I don't think that I want to be involved in anything else he does. So, basically that's what he said. I paraphrased. You're a fat turnoff. You're making people very angry. Crime, it makes people mad. That's why it was second on the list in the midterms on the polling, dum-dum. Hey, you need to pay attention. In the polling, second on the list of things people want to stop. We're getting the help, you're not. You're getting told on. People are sick of this, Charles. They're sick of you. You too, Calvin. You too, Lucius. You cause a problem, we find out. And then we hear one of you guys, make sure that text she's sending that you shouldn't know anything about is doesn't get to Jennifer or Mr. Miller or whoever else, certain people that I might send it to. It's none of your business. My guys have it either way. We're using that in court where I can say I sent it. See? So you want to interrupt and interfere with my phone, then when you go to trial, that's going to become a problem for you can't imagine. All I have to do is say I sent it. That's all I have to do. Watch the fuck out. You want to block text and you want to block emails, there's going to be a thing they do in your criminal trial that is going to make you wish you had not done that. Charles, when you contact me, we always get more. Don't ask me about leaks. That outrages everybody. What in the fuck is wrong with you? I'll never help you. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. And the problems and everything's a mess. Fix it and get away from me. Get away from me. Somebody that works for him, restrain that guy. When you contact me, we always get more. When you hack me and invade my privacy, we always get more. When I don't have money, we always get more. We get it to put you in jail and get a conviction. Right now, it's probable cause for an investigatory order. It's already being used. Fucktard, you need to get it. Everybody hates you. They're sick of you. People don't like problems or those who cause them. And that's all you do all fucking day long. I'm not going to be trafficked. I'm not your bitch. Grow a pair, go home to your family, and get off me, you fucking rapist. Get off me. Get off me. Stay away from my family. Stay away from everybody I know. Get away from me. No one's going to help you. I'll never help you. I'll never help. I don't like being peeped on. I don't like being hacked. I don't like to have to drop everything I'm doing and deal with the shit you cause. And I don't like being broke. When you're gone, that's gone too. It's over. So we get the help, you don't. We get the information, not you. The fuck is, this is not hard. This is not rocket science. He didn't say go climb Mount Everest. He said do what normal people do and comply with the fucking law. Stop acting the way you're acting. Stop. Please be embarrassed like you make everybody else. Golly. So we got all this because when you contact me, we always get more. When I'm broke, we always get more. When you cause a problem, they're going to cause 20 for you. Now you got that. And you got a judge going, this is coming from somewhere. There's too many things she knows well in advance. And one that's most compelling is that Mike Nealey was drugged. So who told her that? And then there's this Fabian puzzle. So don't tell me she can't prove it. Because you're coming in my courtroom and all I hear you guys say is she can't prove it. Want to bet? So who can though? What police department has this? Or what law enforcement agency has this? Don't come in here until you have a viable alternative explanation with substantiating evidence that it's not law enforcement. Period. That's what she said. That would be smart. Judge Kirkendall said, leave her alone for a couple of weeks so I can rule out entrapment because she's got a harassment email that said, you stated your intent to harass her and then lie and when she told on you and say that she's harassing you. You stated your intent to commit fraud in a court. And it looks like that's what you're doing. I don't know Calvin. I've never met him. Why is he picking on me all the time? Why is he always picking a fight with me? How does that work for you, Calvin? I know your name. I know your name. I've not done a thing to you. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck about you. You're obsessed with taking my car. You, more than anybody else, gets on that phone and you run your mouth wanting to take my car. And we get it every time. I don't know you. I don't give you two thoughts unless I have to. So what is your problem that you're obsessed with me? Weak, pathetic. Men that beat down women, we call that teeny weeny syndrome. You're not a real man at all. Not at all. Because real men are chivalrous. They don't do shit like that. Our guys can't even imagine. Guess what? They have real women in their lives and real sex. They don't have to go around pretending. They got the real thing. People like them. People want to help them. We're getting help with information, not you. Yeah, be embarrassed like you make everybody else, Charles. Please. So, yeah, it was a busy weekend. When he contacts me, we always get more. When I'm broke, we always get more. My guy said, don't make a phone call. What I said is he has to give it back and get out. That means you don't have to make the phone call. And if he doesn't, I'm about to fuck up his whole weekend. And whatever he plans, we're going to fuck it up. That's what we do. We fuck up crime. All of this is crime. He was told, give back what you took. She's not taking your bribe. Stop offering it. You owe her a legit debt. Give it back and get the fuck out. Clean up your mess today and get out. Or I'll make you pay. It'll be Intel. Right now it's Intel. You bought us a shit ton of Intel, Mr. Perry. That's all you got to show for the last 10 years of you. Look at that. It's not legit, but I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. We got it before. Shit, the judge was even commenting on, there's a whole lot of car accidents here with some all look the same, hit at the wheel. They're all similar. And you think I'm supposed to believe you when you say you didn't do that? I mean, come on. Do I have stupid written across my forehead? Stop insulting people's intelligence. She can't prove it. Say that one more time. It makes us laugh. And we think that is the funniest thing ever, David. She can't prove it. Okay, sure. Bet on it. Bet on it in Vegas. Let's see how that goes for you. I'll never help you. No one wants to help you, Charles. Everybody's sick of this. Everybody just wants y'all gone. So at the end of the day, the results and outcomes are we're getting the intel, you're not. We get it before you say it, before you do it, not after. Okay? You're going to have somebody come tell me I have to leave the state and we need to make you move and we're so pathetic. We need to make you move. Really? Because my life is not your business. Not any part of it. Where I live, what I drive, not your business at all. How much money I have, anything, my schedule, or anything that I'm going to do, it's none of your business. You got caught trying to play, do the murder frame up thing over and over and over and over and over. She's bigger than me, the one that did it. I've not been to the scene. We've already talked about it over and over and over and over. David, what's wrong with you? Her hair's blonde, but it's more of a yellow blonde than mine. Mine is more of a white blonde. She's got a tan and I don't. Blah, blah, blah. Repeat, repeat, repeat. We already know. Everybody already knows. You're the only ones that say something and then forget, and you got to say it again. Ringtone Richard. There's like 100 emails about get a ringtone, Richard. Hundreds of them. We only need one to prove malicious forethought and premeditation. Just one. You're retaliating against me because I'm a victim and a witness to your crime, and I'm testifying. Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513 says you cannot do that. When you do it to me, you get caught. More than any other victim. Name one other victim that has all this. Yeah, who does it you think you're talking to? When you start going, I'm going to make your life worse. Who is it you think you're talking to, princess? I'm quoting you. You're not quoting us. No other victim has this. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. She finds out before, and then everything blows up. And now you got a cop. I'm not pulling her over. I'm not getting mixed up in that. She's got some help I can't get to. There's the guy right there. Your guy. Did you recognize her? No. Did you see what she was driving? No. Yeah. You're using DoorDash illegally. They don't like that, by the way. They said they weren't happy to find out that they've been used for criminal activity. Listen to my words. My guys talked to somebody at DoorDash that said, we're not happy about our company and our apps being used for criminal activity. We're not happy for our company and our app being used for criminal activity. Our company is not happy. What do you need us to give you? Yeah. Just because somebody goes, yeah, we'll help you. Sometimes they're farming that right out to us. Everybody's sick of this. My guy said, don't call and ask for help. You shouldn't have to. Mr. Perry has the chance right now to make sure you have money and you don't have to ask. You should never be broke. And so, if he fails, he will pay for it. And then we got names. Greg and Tim. Who's that? When you contact me, we always get more. Every time you contact me, we always get more. You are told to stop. Stop creeping me out. Start getting embarrassed. Everybody else is. This is our disclaimer. When you invade my privacy, we always get more. My guys invade yours. This is about how stalkers use phone hacking and shit to butt into stuff that's not their business. Stalking is a felony. The connecting the dots is what the police are supposed to do with the stalking complaint and stalking victims. So we don't all end up on the first 48. You got a lot of stalking victims end up dead. We don't like being on the first 48, TPD. So we have the right to not be stalked. That's why it is illegal. When something is a crime, Charles, that means other people don't like it when you do that. And you're outside of social norms and you pissed everybody off. So we keep track of all the stuff you do to me on a regular basis, ongoing, constantly going at me. Instead of getting off your ass and going home to your family and talking to people in Lubbock that voted for you and would like your time. You're up here bothering me, committing one crime after another, after another, after another, after another. I voted for Charles Perry because he said that he was a happily married Christian Baptist deacon. Now he's always in Oklahoma strip clubs, and we don't see him in Lubbock. And I'm pissed. I want to know what's going on with that. That's what he said. I'm quoting somebody else. You're very hated. This is Mike's case, and this explains why there's no way he could have done this murder. You did it. So somebody's saying it's curious that she found out he was drugged before it was public, way before. And she did just file a car vandalism complaint right before that murder. And so I'm inclined to believe that there might be a reason for that. It's making me uncomfortable. You guys and your crime make people uncomfortable. Crime was second on the list of things people want stopped during midterm elections. Why in the fuck do you think everybody's supposed to be okay with your crime? Because you're stupid. You're a little fucktard. You don't know what you think. You don't even know what's happening. What does it mean that we have all this? See, you're stupid. It's been so easy, it's not even fair. We're getting the information, not you. We're naming your people. You can't name one of ours. Look at the results. Ours is success. We're happy. They're about to arrest you. We're done. So what you're doing isn't even benefiting you. And yet you just go right back at it. It's Groundhog Day with you guys every day. It's so easy, it's not fair. Now, remember who it is you're talking to when you start threatening me? I'm going to make your life worse. We're going to make you leave Oklahoma. Threaten me to my face, pussy. Threaten me to my face, you little pussy. Don't hide behind my family.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
Charles, when you contact me, we always get more. Do you like getting caught? When you take my money, we always get more. Do you like getting caught? When you invade my privacy, they invade yours. Do you like getting caught? You're a pussy. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Mind your own business. Get a life. And get out of mine. Get the fuck out of my life. Get out of it. Okay, so in closing, he said, same thing he's always said. You don't get to starve her. That's a human rights violation. Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. You do that again, bitch, I'll kick your ass. I'll get up your ass. And he did. We quoted you we quote you every day, every single day. And a bribe is illegal. You owe her a legit legal debt, pay that and get out. Right now, get out. After that, we get the hitman conversation. We get the Mike was drugged conversation. We get the, everything over the weekend. You contact me, we always get more. Do you like getting caught? You have nothing else. 10 years, the only thing you have is you got caught. You pissed everybody off. You stepped on powerful toes. You got caught. You got told on. You got caught. Why are you in Oklahoma? Get out. You are not invited here. Get the fuck out. Go home to your family. Go home to your family. Stop sitting around in delusion land. Start being embarrassed because everybody else is. You're making people very uncomfortable. We get the help with the information, not you. You're asking about leaks. We don't ask those kind of questions, Charles. People are not uncomfortable with us. They're very comfortable with us. We get the help, not you. Wake up, dum-dum. Wake up. There's your shovel. Dig away. There it is. He said, give it back and get out. I don't have anything else to say to you. I'm not going to call you back. You don't understand what people say. I don't have time to waste. I'm busy running intel ops to keep Cindy safe from you. Because all you want to do is ruin her. I'll blow her life up. And I'm not going to let you do that. I'm going to kick your ass. I'll get up your ass. So we quote you guys every day, all day long. And then y'all run around. How does she know? How does she find out? How does she? Fuck you. When you contact me, we always get more. Do you like getting caught? When I'm broke, because you make me broke, we always get more. Do you like getting caught? We can prove it. Why don't you, we're like, oh my gosh, we get it before and they do it anyway. They prove it. They're proving it. To some extent, you are. You're either doing what we say or you're not. Get the fuck out of my life. Get off me, you sick fuck rapist. Get off me. Get off me. Right now. Get off me.
That's okay. That guy's been raping you since
Leave
you
me
were 12 years
alone.
old.
Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room.
Don't contact me. Not in any form. I fucking hate it. It always gets us more. Because I fucking hate it.
Talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Perry types in my phone, I'm fine. We start laughing. We're like, oh my god, did we ask you? No one gives a fuck. They're worried about how I feel that you're taking everything. How I feel that you invade my privacy. How I feel that you make us broke. No one cares what you think. Didn't ask you. No one asked you, dum-dum. You so embarrass me. Yeah, you embarrass me. You're weirdo.
That guy's been raping you since you were...
Don't you dare!
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
What you want.
I don't want pray for this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
That guy's been raping you since
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What, are you like a prostitute?
Harass, bother, harass. Why doesn't she like me? I took all her money. Why doesn't she like me? I'm trying to take her car. Why doesn't she like me? I don't know. What could it be? But you know what? We got a lot of people that are like, I'm not going to do what you do and end up like you. Old and shriveled up and alone. Sitting around with your doll like a girl. Watching TV pretending. Pathetic. So, don't ask me to be your bitch. I'm not going to do what you do and end up like you. All you do is embarrass. Stop. Please be embarrassed like you make the rest of us. No one asked him what he thinks. He started talking about her clothes. Did we ask you? Did she ask you? I don't think she did. What she said is fuck off and leave me alone.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
That guy's been raping you since
Leave
you
me
were 12 years
alone.
old.
Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care. You
Leave
can
me
tell
alone.
all you want.
So, normally I would call my ex-husband when Charles takes all my money or makes it where I can't go to work. Because he's got some major catastrophic loss planned for me at my work where I would just go so that I can pay my bills. And my guys are like, not tonight. Here's what he's going to do. Can you miss a meal or two? Yeah. We'll use it to get intel. We're going to blow the plan up. Here's the very specific details they were planning. So instead, she doesn't call the ex-husband. She does without. It pisses her guys out like a motherfucker. They get up Charles's ass, and now she's got detailed specifics about what he intended to do. So he told her ex-husband, don't help her. We need her at the club. Instead of her going to the club where they could do what they planned, she finds out the plan and doesn't go. Backfired. That happens a lot. She's got help, and they won't call Charles back. At some point, you got to look at what you're doing and going, if we do the same thing happens. Do we like this? Do we like getting caught? Because we've not been caught this much. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before, your guy said. When you hear yourself saying, we've not had this happen before, we've not seen this before, what in the fuck do you think that means? What does it mean that we have all this? You can't put that together in your head by now after 10 years? And you just go right back, let's have another meeting and let's plan another catastrophic event for Sunday. When you do it to me, you get caught. So my guy goes, don't call your ex-husband this time. I'm going to tell Charles like this. You give it back, and you get the fuck out, and you do it today. And so he blew your plans up, and we got specific, detailed information about what your plans were, instead of you getting to do the plan. And I didn't call my ex-husband. Boy, that he said she's not to have to call. So he tells me yesterday morning, don't call. I'm gonna get up his ass because you're broke, and I hate it when you're broke. We told him she's not to be broke, and she's not to have to make a phone call and ask for help. And then you call my ex-husband and tell him when he can and cannot help me. Yeah, and then you decide, do we have her ex-husband tell her that she has to move, or should we get her cousin or her? Who will she listen to? The guys that are helping me, that tell me everything you say, that's the only people I listen to right now. Too many scripts and role-playing with people you shouldn't even know. Stalking is a felony, Charles. You're a fucking reject. For 10 years, every day, you're a reject. So I assert, Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513, and any anti-coercion laws, equal protection and shit. Guess what, TPD? What's popular right now is equality. We don't do discrimination anymore. We haven't since we all crawled off Noah's Ark. There's a civil war that ended slavery, Charles. It ended it. It is illegal. Coercion is illegal. I found out you trafficked me, and I said, you're not going to traffic me. I said, no. Calvin not only asked the guy to pull me over, but take a picture of our driver's license and get it to me so we can have a passport made with forged documents and that. And we heard you, Calvin. You're caught. Trafficking. Co-conspirator. Are you a co-conspirator to trafficking a person? Yeah, you're in some shit ton of trouble. Everybody's tired of the repeat. Everybody's sick of the repeat, Charles. When you're gone, we don't ever have to say the same thing again twice, ever. I mean, get yourself a nurse to write this shit down. We only need you to say it one time. You express intent to commit a crime, you only have to say it once, and you're fucked. We got you on premeditation. Right there. One time. You want to say it another 200 times? Take her car away, and then she'll do what we say? Make her destitute, and then she'll do it? That's expressing intent to coerce, by way of deprivation of food and shelter, interference with commerce and contracts, grand larceny with intent to coerce. We got you right there. We only need you to say it one time, Calvin. You say it every fucking day. And there's their case. And then we watch the money. Is it consistent? There's no case. If it fluctuates based on what you're trying to do, we got a case. So I didn't get to go to the club last night or tonight because of you. So how much money do you owe me from last night and tonight missing work? Or the last 6 months, or 5 months, or whatever it's been. One of our guys said today, he goes, listen to this one, and the guy's like, Cynthia hasn't exercised for a while because she hurt her knee, but she's gorgeous on that pole. But I think she was trying to get out of dancing and do the waitressing. And the thing is, that Amanda girl that they have waitressing that bullied Cindy out, she could dance and let Cindy waitress. I don't know why they've done it the way they've done it, because she sucks as a waitress. She actually sucks at everything. What she's there for is to get high. You can tell. She goes to get high, and that's it. And so, I mean, it's not helping that club at all for her to even be there. So I don't know what that's all about. What I can tell you is that people are noticing you're causing problems. Nobody likes problems. We're getting the help, not you. Now, what does that mean? Call your nurse. We're done.